Have you been using these amazing AI deep research tools but were frustrated with the citation formatting? I've got a fix for you at CiteFix.com. That's CiteFix with a C. I'm a university professor myself, and I like my reports up to par with academic standards for citations and references. That's why I built CiteFix.com. It will send out an army of AI agents to fix each and every citation in your document and find the right bibliographical information too. It's not perfect, but it's one of a kind. There's no other tool out there that can do this. So let me show you how to do this. First, when you go to ChatGPT or Google Gemini, you can generate deep research reports by turning on the deep research mode. They're both called deep research in both Gemini and ChatGPT, and CiteFix is designed to work with the outputs of both of them. So once you get a deep research report, it looks something like this. You will need to export a Word file to use it with CiteFix.com. How to do that in ChatGPT, you press this button over here, which then gives you a download button, and then you press the Microsoft Word document format. In Google Gemini, a bit more complicated because it doesn't give you a Word file directly. You will have to press export, export to docs, and then you get a Google Doc document like this. And then here you can press file, download, and Microsoft Word document. So that's how you get the input documents for CiteFix.com. And this is what you might get. It has numbered citations. This is the ChatGPT output downloaded as a Word document. It has numbered citations, but there's a whole bunch of problems. One, there's often not enough bibliographical information at the end. Sometimes multiple numbers are referring to the same reference. And then there's a list over here and another list over here, which can be confusing. All of these issues make it not up to par with academic standards of citation. So what academics do is usually they like these references to be in some sort of a database like a Zotero library. This is Zotero. And each item has detailed information and can be inserted in a Word document with any citation format that you want. So that's why academics like to have these Zotero libraries. So what CiteFix does is it takes an input document like this that I just got from downloading the Word version of the deep research report from ChatGPT and fixes it. Let's try it. First, you need a Replit account to sign in to CiteFix. Creating a Replit account is free. Here I'm allowing it to access my Replit account. Once I have logged in, I can upload my document. It only accepts Word format for now, but here I'm going to upload the deep research report I got from ChatGPT. Once I upload, I can press Process Document with AI, and it'll take me to the analysis page or the processing page. It does say here that I can navigate away if I want to. I'll get an email notification when the job is complete, but it's fun to stay here and see what it's doing. First, it's detected about 55 citations that it needs to address, although many of these are not unique, so there's only a dozen or so unique references in this document. So if it finds duplicates, it just quickly goes through them and recognizes that it's the same one. But it's sending a whole bunch of different agents. Some of them, these agents may go do a cross-ref search. Some of them may search the web more than once. If you're citing a tweet or an archive document, they will use different APIs. So they'll do everything they can to go and find what the actual references are, what the correct information is for those references, and ultimately prepare a nice, clean bibtext file, which you can download into your Zotero library and get all those items inserted into your library. And also it will give you a Word document that is ready for a Zotero RTF scan. If you don't know what that is, Zotero in its tools section has something called an RTF scan, and we're going to be using that here after the document is ready. Looking through a little bit more, it's almost done. So once it's done, it'll show you a results page. Here you can download the bibtext file and the rewritten document ready for the Zotero RTF scan. The bibtext file is really nifty, and you will need to do this before you actually do the RTF scan. But here, because I have the Zotero plugin installed, it's automatically saving the new bibtext entries into my Zotero library. You can see them coming one by one. If you don't have a Zotero plugin installed in your browser, this will just be a file download, and once you open the file, it will automatically create a new folder in Zotero and bring all those files into Zotero. So as you can see here, the new entries have automatically been inserted into Zotero. Now, the other thing that this CiteFix has given me is a rewritten document. And also notice that it has only used the number of credits for the actual references that it has found. So only 12 unique references were found. It used 12 credits. Let's download the actual rewritten document here. Open this document. You will see that it looks similar to the old one that ChatGPT gave me, except the numbers have been replaced by these citation keys that can be read by the Zotero RTF Scan tool. Now, here, this is not the complete thing that we need. This has just made it ready for the Zotero RTF Scan. So these are some steps that you have to do after CiteFix gives you the output to get the final result. So here in Microsoft Word, you go and save as this document as rich text format, or RTF. Let's go ahead and save it here. Once it's saved, you can go ahead and close it. It's actually possible now to actually delete the entire references section as well. This is optional. You will at some point have to do this, but here I'm just going to put in references, save this document, and close it. Now we're ready to use the Zotero RTF Scan tool. Let's go ahead and use it. We're going to choose the input file as the RTF file that we just created, this one. Okay. And then the output, basically, it gets chosen based on the input. You press next. So here, it went and found all the field codes that were inserted by CiteFix, but some of them are ambiguous. So some of them are correctly mapped. Other ones, it wants to know which one it is in the database. So some of these are already existed in my database, so it created duplicates. That's okay, we just need to choose one of them. And some of them, you might have more than one matching reference. So you just choose which one you really want between the ones that Zotero might be confused about. And there you go. Now everything is mapped. Once everything's mapped, you just press next. Here you choose the citation format that you want. I'm good with this APA 7th edition style. So I'm going to just use that and finish. So as you notice here, the brackets are now replaced with proper parentheses, which follows proper APA format. And in the end here, this is the wonderful part. It has made completely all the bibliographical entries standard APA format. Of course, with Zotero, sometimes it adds spacing, and you can reduce the spacing to make it look good. And all of these entries are also in the Zotero database. Unfortunately, though, one feature that I still have not been able to implement is that these entries are not fully linked to the Zotero database. So if you upload or if you update an entry in the Zotero database, this is not linked or synced with that. But it's the best I could do so far. Some of the information here may not be fully correct, but it's better than anything else you could find. When there are journal, volume, issue number, page numbers available, it will go find them. So it will do the best that it can to give you a nice academic formatted document.